Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay. पहले scoop देख लेते हैं how GCP setup is done. Okay, and then we'll see questions, if any. So first we'll go to our GCP account. We'll start instance from Dataproc. So this is a one node cluster created. We'll go to compute engine. Okay, go to VM instances. Because start and stop option we don't have there, we have here. So we'll start it. Once this is started, you can open it from here also. Open in a browser window. I will connect from my local machine using SSH. From this terminal. SSHI. I have created my desktop key file inside desktop, username and IP address. So this is Google Cloud account. Okay, GCP. I'm already reached it to GCP. Then to install the scoop, just hardly 10, 3 steps only. You'll have to type scoop download, get the version. So right click, copy link address, wget and paste. Since this is already with me, I'll not download, but this is the way to download the file. I have this file already inside another user, which is this. This is my scoop extracted and set up in bash rc. Okay, so this is already in a bash rc file. If you want to check that, you can type bash rc and tell. Okay, vi.bash rc. This is already set here. Extracted, given path, and tell bin folder. So we have to extract and set in bash rc. Okay, keep it anywhere. The location is not important, that we'll have to keep here only. You can keep anywhere, and then we'll go to this scoop folder. We'll open configuration folder. And I have created this file. From this file, env, earlier this was template. So when you download, you will see scoop hyphen env hyphen template.sh. I'll just rename it to env.sh environment variable to give some path. And what is that path? So just two things I'll have to give here. This line, export common home. Here I have given my Hadoop path in this system where my Hadoop is located. For Hadoop MapRead home, I've given again this path, user lib Hadoop, because this is the path for Hadoop by default in your data prop cluster. After this setting, after MapRead and common home, setting wise you are done, but you'll have to copy some jar file for client connection, right? So we know that MySQL connector. So that MySQL connector I have downloaded and copied here. So this is my MySQL connector. Just the way we do in local machine. This is inside lib directory. ls MySQL. Yeah, this one. So this connector downloaded and copied here in scoop library, and rest of the jar file I have taken from here. Rest of the jar file I have taken from Hadoop folder. So this is the by default path for Hadoop. You'll go to cd client connection and ls. So whatever jar is there, this is all client related jar. You will submit a command sudo cp. So you want to copy the whole file, so give a star, and then you want to copy this to home, username, scope, and lib. This is what I did to get the all jar file. Once the jar file is copied, that's it. Your connection is there. Now you can check it using scoop import, whether they're taking this file from there or not. So I'll go to this folder. Okay. And first I'll go to database. So to go to database, we'll use MySQL root. Currently this is giving me access denied thing. Okay. So I'll stop my SQL thing and I'll skip the grant permission to get inside this MySQL, because password it does not take it. So that I will check from here. I've bookmarked some command from the rack space. I'll run this command to stop MySQL service first, and then get inside without password. Okay. Now I'll run the same command again. I'm inside the database. This is every time you have to do, because we don't know the password of MySQL. So every single time, whenever you start and stop your machine, use this command you'll have to run. You'll have to submit this. So databases. Okay. And then we can create any database. I already have this use perva. So tables. This book is there. Select a star from book. Just testing a file I have created to get this data, and I'll take this data from here to there. Now, how to take this data from here to there? We know that query will come out from this table using exit command. Clear the screen and run this. Scoop import hyphen connect JDBC MySQL IP address. We are communicating same machine, that's why I'll give localhost and slash database name, username. Password is not required here. Okay, remember, password we are not giving here. Table hyphen table name is book, and that's it. Hyphen target hyphen directory my underscore book. I'll give a number of map is equal to 1. Okay, so scoop. Okay. MySQL is already there, Swapnil. By default, it is there in your data proc cluster. The one which I have explained you for single node, multi-node, it has MySQL already. It's a by default version. Data extraction is started, okay? You can see the same query here now. Now everything will work here. I'll run those commands, okay, to explain things. Let's see the record. STFS DFS -ls. My book is folder name. So you can customize everything. I've installed Cassandra. I've installed Kafka. I did all the setup here just in 5-10 minutes. So this is very easy, okay, and you can connect actually from local machine. Just like I did not open any Cloudera, which takes time, which does not allow me to perform fast. So I can do all that thing using this simple operation of cloud. We'll read this data. So it should have just one data as this. So if any question is there, let me know. I'll unmute you. Otherwise, I'll go to the next command of scope. So any question from last all day session? Okay. So let's see your question. You're unmuted, Swapnil.
Yeah, thank you, Nilesh. Actually, my first question is that now, how we can export it from our reverse process? I mean, from you got my question, right?
Previous process means using Cloudera?
Uh, uh, no. For example, now currently in Scoop we are importing from RDBMS to the SDFS.
Okay,
Now, how we
export
can do the reverse process SDFS to the uh,
vice versa.
our
Okay,
yeah, vice versa.
you can do that. You can just call a scoop export. That's it. Scoop export and then connect. A lot of options are there. We have just seen import so far. Okay.
Mm.
Connect JDBC, MySQL. So देखो अभी currently since record is 1 and 1, though अभी in MySQL, let's go again. MySQL u root use PRWA. So tables, select star from book. Here already we have one entry. If I do export, again one entry will come here. So two entries will be there with the same record, 1 and 1. Okay. And to do that, let's see first if it is having primary key, it will not allow. It does not have primary key, so I'll be able to export it in this table. Or you can create a new table also and export there. Export, we don't do much in real time, but Scoop has given option. JVC MySQL localhost database name user.
If primary key is there, then we cannot export it. Is it the case?
Yes, obviously, because primary key will tell you duplicacy.
Okay.
Primary key does not allow duplicate entry, right? So if one is already
Mm.
present and you're trying to export in the same table, you get error. Table you want to store in book, and here instead of target directory, we will give export directory. So argument is changing a bit. And what was my directory name? This is the location where your data is there. So 1 second. My underscore book path. This is HTTPS path. M0000 number of mapper 1. This is like a bulk entry. We have bulk entry in MySQL. This is very similar as bulk entry, like taking thousands of records from here to there.
Second question is that Nilesh, how we can import this table from, for example, from MySQL into the directly Hive?
Uh,
There is also one option, but I was facing some issue regarding that.
there is option created. Once again, I'll tell you. So exported one record and we'll verify again. We'll go to MySQL, root, use Parva, so tables, select a star from book. Two entries there. Okay. So this is how you can export it. And whatever data. Export is like bulk loading. If you want to do one by one, okay. So currently I have only one entry. Let's say I want to give one more entry here using other command. So there is one command eval. Let me tell you eval first. Eval, then same thing, hyphen connect, JDBC. Using this eval, actually I can write single entry. So export directory is doing bulk entry. This will do one entry at a time, or maybe 5 entry at a time. MySQL colon again localhost slash database name, username which is root, and then table is book. So here we'll give hyphen e for eval, and within this double quote I will write our query. Insert into table values, book values, and then I'll give 2. One entry as 2, one entry as 3, one entry as 4. That's it. You can see it here, 3 rows updated. So I am running this command from scoop, and it is actually inserting in this table. Can we go and again check that? SQL u root, use database name, select the start from 234 entry. We'll see now. So you can do all this DDL, DML, DRL operation. टेबल बना सकते हैं, डेटा डाल सकते हैं, डेटा अपडेट कर सकते हैं, डेटा डिलीट कर सकते हैं, whatever query we run in MySQL सब चलेगा इधर. तो this is for eval. अगर क्विक चेकिंग करना है, जैसे कनेक्शन देखना है, डेटाबेस देखना है, तो miscellaneous command also I can use here. Miscellaneous command, when I say, जैसे how many tables are there, so I can run this so tables command. I can run select star from table name command here, so all things will work. Select star from table name, start from book. This is the data. You want to delete something, you can delete it, delete record, or if you want to update it, you can update it all. So use eval will provide that option. Now suppose eval is done, export is done. Before going to Hive side, let's see import all tables. Okay, so import all tables means if I have multiple table here in Hive, so databases, so currently just one table. So tables book, I'll create one more table. Okay, and this table I'll create as create table emp employee id, employee name is care 6th length, and their city is also care. So primary key, your wish if you want to give or not. We know the concept already of primary key. Now insert it, insert into emp values. We'll give some entries here. One name is Abhi, city is Bangalore, goes to employee Pune 3. And this 3 entry will give and enter. What is the problem? Okay. Count it row
After Pune.
2. Okay, and bracket is missing. Still something. Okay, we'll have to give one more entry here. I'll give 2 spaces. Select this part from EMP. Now we'll take this both the table, book table also and EMP table also at the same time. Query scoop import tables. Sorry, connect. Then JDBC MySQL IP address, which is localhost colon database name. Then table will not define here, will define, and this instead of import, this will be import all tables. Import all tables. This will take both the table, and I want to keep this inside my own directory. Not target directory, I will pass this time a warehouse directory. So warehouse directory means it will create one folder, and inside that folder it will keep this data, both the data. Let's say scoop underscore all. This will be the folder, and inside this folder I will have this book and EMP entry. Minus m is equal to 1. Two times job will run. Because 2 table is there. Suppose we have 5 table, 5 jobs will run. So we are referring table as job. One job done, 5 entry done. This is book table. Second job is started. We scoop all. So hdfs dfs minus ls scoop underscore all. Both the table you'll see book. So inside book we have this result. Let's verify this first. Cat. And second is EMP. This is a EMP entry. So multiple table. But yes, suppose you're thinking, okay, this is good, this is amazing, but I don't want all the table. Maybe I have so I want this thing. I have total 5 table, let's say, in a database. Okay, we have 5 table in a database called PRWA. Total 5 table in RDBMS. But if I do use this import all tables, this will take all the table, right? But I don't want all the table. Maybe I need 3 table. Just like we have seen in the column selection. कि 10 column hai, but we need 5 columns. Okay. So this is similar way. 5 table is there in one database. You need just 3 table. So query will be similar. Only one small changes we'll have to do. So suppose this time I don't want book. Okay. So what I will give there after root, I'll exclude the table. So here it is exclude hyphen tables. And then you can give your table name. Whatever table you want to extract. Okay. So यहाँ पे since this is exclude table, right? Hyphen exclude. So जो टेबल नहीं चाहिए उसका नाम यहाँ पे देना है. Suppose 5 table में 3 table चाहिए 2 नहीं चाहिए तो that 2 table name will give here. Then again it will take to our directory. Okay, so this is for exclude the table. Now import all table, export eval. This is done. List databases, uh, list databases and list tables are miscellaneous command, but I can check that using my eval thing also. But I will tell you if I want to check it from here. Scoop list databases. I can run from this miscellaneous argument. Connect JDBC MySQL localhost database name which is PRWA. Sorry, database name I'll not give because I want all the database. Username, root, that's it. Enter. So these are the database in MySQL, right? Similarly, if I want to check table from PRWA, tables in PRWA, PRWA. One second, what it gave. Communication link failure. Okay. Okay, database name I have to give. After localhost I'm missing. Okay, this is the reason this query is failed. Localhost slash this should work now. Okay, so we have this two table, book and EMP. Let's go and see the Hive thing. So Hive के लिए I have a query. Separate query is there. For Hive 22nd. Hadoop scoop PDF. MySQL to HDFS, MySQL to Hive, MySQL to HBase, all option is there. So you have to run this query. Scoop import, connect JDBC, username, password, table name, Hive import hyphen M1. This only this argument we need to pass. Hyphen Hive, excuse me, hyphen import. Let me run this. So what we'll do here, scoop, since this is all same, so I'll use this query. Okay, this query here it will be scoop import, connect database name, exclude table. We'll remove all this unnecessary comment. Excuse me. So after table name, after this name we'll give table name, which table we want. So let's say I want EMP table, and I want to store this in Hive import. So I'll say Hive import hyphen m is equal to, let's verify again, table name Hive import, and that's it. Enter. So by default, this will take to Hive internal table. We have not yet seen Hive concept. Hive has internal external table concept. But as you said, Hive option is there. So this is the query. And not just import you can do many operations actually. This is all the command. So currently we're running this Hive import command. If I want to override something, if I want to set the home path, if I want to create the table, Hive table, set the same table name to use when importing to Hive. Okay, Hive table, if you want to define, like in Hive you have already table present and you want to insert some data there. Drop import delims. Delims means delimiter. Partition key, partition table. All this option is there. Why this is failed? Could not register means access control exception. Embeds register. A record is retrieved looks like, but This is control. 1 second. Let me go to Hive. So tables. So databases. Use Perva. So tables. AMP is not there. Maybe in GCP I need to do some setup. Let me take the same query in Cloudera. So GCP setup I need to check if it needs any plugin, any dependency. But here it should work. So a scoop import. Okay. We open MySQL. Use healthcare. So tables. Present history. Let's see how many records are there from P history. These are the history records available in P history. So I will take this table in Hive directly. Hyphen connect JDBC MySQL 192.168.41.1 database name healthcare username root P table name P history and Hive import and hyphen m one. This is again based on the primary key and is split by concept. So if you want to use multiple split by, you'll have to apply, or primary key should be having in the table. MySQL so maybe you are running this and you have not copied some plugin, maybe some dependency, client dependency, or some jar file. That's why it is not working there. So retrieve the records currently. This is to HDFS, and now HDFS will load this data to Hive. So this is the loading. It is two stage operation, okay, not just one stage. सबसे पहले यहाँ से HDFS में जाएगा and then HDFS will load it using this loading data to table. So in Hive import, in a scoop script, this is already written by somebody from a scoop side. Can we validate this from Hive table? So we'll type sudo Hive. So databases, it will go to default database. Okay, use default. So tables, you can see P history there. Select the star from P history, and this is my data. Okay, and you can write all these queries. Star where city is equal to. You can see the describe thing also. Describe history. This thing will see well. Okay, and when we go to Hive, we'll see this option. ID name age city. We
Uh,
all this ID name age city. ID name age city. This is what is your query, I think.
uh, One question, Nilesh. Now, here we are using the CLI command line interface, but
Mhm.
in actual actual at the time of actual deliverables or in actual working environment, how we can do this? I mean, we need to prepare the script, right?
Cell script, yeah, cell script. You'll have to create.
But before that, we have to prepare the script for the Hive. So, which extension is it? Is there any specific extension, or what is the process we need to follow?
.HQL. Hive uses .HQL extension for Hive query. So you'll have to create one. HQL stand for Hive query language. So HQL, you'll all run all this command, Hive related command in HQL file, and then you will call that from cell script. If it is a
But
Hive related query, yeah.
what about scoop? In case of scoop,
So scoop this query, you will pass. This query you will write in some file. This query you will write in a file, and then you will call this file from cell scripting. As I said, this is all we are doing, but in project part, I have written the cell script. So the cell
okay,
scripting I will tell you in the project side.
okay. And one more thing, in case of incremental approach, so suppose for example, in
Mhm.
my table daily basis, 15,000 rows are updating or inserting.
Rated.
Okay, so
I have completed that topic yesterday. If you watch yesterday video, yesterday was not there, no? So
no,
yesterday
no, I watched minutely session yesterday. Yeah,
it is there in yesterday's session. Incremental and update I have defined.
last value are you saying?
Last value, yes.
But my question is that now suppose that's why I'm asking this question. Now suppose in my table daily basis 50,000 rows are updating,
Mhm.
and so it's very difficult on daily basis to find the last value. So how I can automate this?
There is a time control file. So we have to define the time and control. We'll have to write time control in Scala, in Scalding. So time control file will take that last day entry and match it from there. And then after that time control file, it takes that data. So in real time, we write a time control file.
Okay,
So in production, when we run a complete flow, there is one date control and time control file. So date control will check the date, time control will check the time, that what is the last entry, and they do mapping based on that.
okay. And at that time, in case of incremental approach, primary key should be there, right? Other
Right. So primary key, if not there, then problem is this, right? Suppose you have entry in production. Well, I have not seen any table which does not have a primary key. Okay. पहला तो case ये
no,
होगा.
no. Just I'm asking this question. Yeah.
Second, let's say the table is not having primary key, and I have entry like this: 1, 4, 7, 9, 11. Okay, and this is my ID column. Now suppose I have I have another entry as 3. This is my new entry, and I have another entry as 12. This is again my new entry. Then question: what will be my last value here? Right. So here last value cannot be 12, because problem, if I give 12, if I give this is what is the problem observed in incremental approach also. If data is not in proper sequence, in proper incremental order, right? तो पहले क्या data था 1 2, this is all old record, this is all your old record, this is old record. Now you said I only want this two data, 3 entry and 12 entry. So we'll have to give that incremental hyphen hyphen incremental, and we'll give a value name incremental append, since this is insert, hyphen hyphen check column. Then we'll give column name, which is ID. Last value. The question is stuck in here now. If I give last value as 3, तो क्या होगा, it will take after 3 all the value, it will take 7, 9, 11 also, so duplicate will have. If I give 12, then it will take from here, it will discard this value. So this is one issue if your data is not proper sequence. If it is in incremental order, in chronological order, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and tomorrow you have 8. Then after day after tomorrow you have 9. So you can handle that part easily. But to handle this part, what we do, we actually use here, instead of writing this 12 as a key, what I'll do now, I'll give this 3 as my last value. I'll take this data, and then later maybe I can do reconciliation part. And then this will like add few more step in your existing step. Then you will use a merge key. There is one option, merge key parameter. So merge key ID, if I give, what it will do, it will delete the previous record and keep the new one only. So this merge key can handle this kind of issues. This is recently introduced in Hive in a scoop query. Okay.
Okay.
So this is one problem observed if you are using. It doesn't matter. You have primary key, you do not have primary key, but if your data is in not proper sequence and you have 1, 2 previous entry, 3 new entry, 12 new entry, maybe 14 new entry, then it is difficult, because logically, if you think what your system is doing, your system makes the query from lower bound to upper bound. Now, suppose today you have entry as this 12, okay, and 3, and if you give this 3, it will map between this. It will say lower value is 3 and upper value is 12. Upper value is 12. So it will manage between this 3 to 12. It will say 12 minus 3 is 9, divided by number of mapper, let's say 2. So it will give one mapper 4, it will give second mapper 5 record. So you can test this out. You can create one table which has this entry, then make entry, then use this, and check this merge key option also. So merge key will delete the previous data. Merge key does not keep the history. We don't run in production, obviously, because in production we need a history. Suppose today me as a customer from SBI open my account in Pune, and branch, let's say some customer number 10724, and I move to my home state. Okay, from here. Now when I'm moving my opening my opening date in Pune for SBI Bank is let's say 2018. Okay, 2018 05 02 2nd May, and sometime 12 o'clock. So problem is here. If I move from this city to this city and run a merge key command, okay, merge key command. So what this merge key does? Merge key will keep the active record, which is this. It will delete the previous one. But suppose from this account some malicious activity done, some suspicious activity कि बैंक में कुछ fraud transaction हुआ और बैंक को history validate करना है. Banking data banking people wants to read your history, because history is very important in terms of data science. Currently, all this data science project are working based on the data provided by your system. So last 1960s or before that also, जितना भी data available था, we are calling that data as a historical information, and making prediction based on the data science. Now, if this history itself is not available, then how can I make a prediction? Many things, right? If you want to do analysis also, so history is required. So that's why we don't use this merge key more often. We have the data modeling step. So data modeling means this data modeling is done by people who work in ETL, PL/SQL development, and there is a 3 phases for this: surrogate key phase, changing data capture phase. Changing data capture phase, this will only take the new data, inserted, updated data. Then SCD type 2. There are many types of SCD, slowly changing dimension type 2. So these are not Hadoop step. These are data modeling step running since 1990s or 1985, I guess, which will keep, because अभी Hadoop आया 15 साल हुआ, उसके पहले how things were updating, how things were inserting. जब Hadoop नहीं था तो Hadoop नहीं था तो this was the step in changing data capture and slowly changing dimension type 2. इसके type 1 भी है, type 3 भी है. Type 2 is more preferable because type 2 keeps the history. And we'll see this part in project. I have included data modeling in project section. So history, it will manage, and it will manage your new record also. Okay. So
नीलिश वन मोर थिंग, ये स्कूप जॉब जो होते हैं उसमें ऑप्शन है, देखो स्कूप जॉब क्रिएट करना, एग्जीक्यूट करना, तो उसका एडवांटेज क्या मिलता है हमें?
क्रिएट कर
ऑटोमेट कर सकते हैं क्या उससे हम कुछ?
ऑटोमेट तो वही आपका सेल
नो।
स्क्रिप्ट.
अच्छा, और उसको डेली बेसिस के ऊपर रन करना?
हाँ, तो सेल स्क्रिप्ट बनाया और सेल स्क्रिप्ट में फिर डिफाइन कर दिया कि कितने जॉब डेली वाले, कितने वीकली है, कितने मंथली हैं. उसके बाद वी कैन गो टू शेड्यूलर, जैसे टिवोली हो गया, टिवोली वर्क स्टेशन. फिर
कंट्रोल है।
एक वर्कफ्लो हो गया. फिर पोलर मैंने एक यूज किया है, जावा का शेड्यूलर हो गया. तो ये सारे शेड्यूलर में वी कैन डिफाइन कि शेड्यूल नेम, जॉब नेम, एंड देन वी कैन ट्रिगर इट फ्रॉम देयर. मैं बताऊंगा, मैं वो शेड्यूलर में आई विल टेल
नो,
यू कैसे जॉब शेड्यूल होते हैं,
ठीक.
मतलब एक साथ.
नहीं नहीं, बट स्कूप में भी,
हाँ,
स्कूप में भी क्रिएट जॉब का ऑप्शन है ना एक्चुअली?
स्कूप में है ना स्कूप में क्रिएट जॉब का ऑप्शन अभी देखा नहीं अपने. क्रिएट जॉब अभी
अच्छा.
स्कूप में अभी अपना बना बचा है, क्रिएट जॉब बचा है एक,
हम्म.
और एक बचा है मैप कॉलम जावा. ये दो आर्गुमेंट बचा है अभी. मैप कॉलम जावा,
ओके.
एक और आर्गुमेंट है हाइफन हाइफन डायरेक्ट करके. उतना ज्यादा कुछ काम नहीं करता, बट है ऑप्शन डायरेक्ट. और क्या है, null encoding we have seen already. Then hive query we have seen. Import all tables done. अब जैसे मेरे को दो टेबल का ज्वाइनिंग करना है, दो टेबल का ज्वाइनिंग करना और इसका रिकॉर्ड कॉमन लेके आना है. ऑल दिस ऑप्शन is available. We'll see this on Monday. Okay, how this all.
ओके, थैंक यू.
ठीक है, तो दिस इज फॉर जीसीपी ऑल्सो. अब जीसीपी में आपको सिर्फ 5 मिनट आई थिंक इन्वेस्ट करना है, डाउनलोड करके फाइल है, इट विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग.
ठीक है.
ओके.
सर पीडीएफ भी शेयर कर देना जरा.
ये पीडीएफ, हाँ मैं सोच रहा था इसको वहीं डाल दूं, क्या नाम है, अपने साइट पे, लेकिन अभी वही डाउनलोड का ऑप्शन है कि नहीं, मैं देखता हूँ, आज टेस्ट करता हूँ. अगर वहाँ डाउनलोड का ऑप्शन है तो डायरेक्टली मैं अटैचमेंट है वहाँ,
चलेगा.
अटैचमेंट पे डाल दूंगा. ठीक है.
चलेगा.
Okay.
ओके, थैंक यू.